His songs are great. Hey everyone, my name is Mike, always looking for answers, Martin. Now here's the deal. I got a lot to say, I got a lot of questions, I want some answers. And I know a lot of you out there want some answers too, don't you? That's what I thought. Now, I got one thing to start with here. I think it's going to be Stephen A. Smith, but let's stay tuned here. We got 3 topics we're going to talk about. But guess what? We have a visitor. Yeah, the long-awaited debut of Grayson. Let's take a look, guys. Come on over, buddy. How you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, say hello to the people in the world out here. Hello, people. My name is Grayson. I'm 6 months old and I won't look at anyone. Look. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we are. Wonderful. Okay, anyways, like I said, we're going to have some fun today, but remember, like, click, subscribe. Tell your mama, tell your friend. Wait a minute, that's not the end.
I don't give a damn who you are. This is one of the greatest players in the history of basketball. You get him. If you have an opportunity to get him, you get him. And I didn't think that Pat McAfee disrespected me or did me wrong in any way. He did his job, and I got no problems with it. My issue is with LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith?
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Oh, wow. Wow. I would have gotten my ass kicked because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
After seeing this, posted on his Instagram these 2 videos.
Clean up that cut more. Raise him up. Yeah, make it more free. Yeah, push.
But I knew he wasn't going to do something like that. There was no fear in my mind about it. It was shock. Because as I have repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him. And whether it's the video that you saw him a couple of days later after that incident when he was talking to Richard Jefferson, my colleague at ESPN, before an ABC game in Boston when it got blown out that night by the Celtics. About LeBron. This is about LeBron. And when you sit up there and you talk about, I love talking about, I don't need something like this to happen to talk about LeBron. He plays for the Lakers. He is LeBron James.
Baker exchange at the buffet the other day? That was more like the look.
Attaboy.
Kentucky Congressman and House China Select Committee member Andy Barr. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Good morning, Maria.
And we've spoken a lot about this issue. We did several documentaries on it.
Maria, thank you for highlighting this issue with experts like Roger Robinson. And the problem that you all have outlined is very, very clear. According to the U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission, there's approximately $910 billion of direct and indirect American portfolio investment in either mainland China or Hong Kong. companies, and about $6.5 billion of that is going directly into Chinese military industrial complex companies that are either responsible for violating human rights or advancing the Chinese Communist Party's military ambitions. And furthermore, the China Select Committee discovered that around $3 billion of American venture capital investment is going into sensitive technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, semiconductors that are specifically advancing Chinese military ambitions. And so that's the problem. Our bill, the Fight China Act, which is bipartisan and bicameral legislation, tracks President Trump's new national security America First investment memorandum. And thank goodness we have President Trump that is highlighting the threat of allowing Americans to unwittingly finance the Chinese military civil fusion. Our bill does three things. Number one, it authorizes the Trump Treasury Department to impose full blocking sanctions on these Chinese military industrial complex companies. So not only will U.S. investment not go into these companies, but non-U.S. other foreign investment will not go into these companies. Otherwise, they'll lose access. Those investors would lose access to the American financial system. Secondly, restrict U.S. investment into certain sensitive technologies,
right.
Artificial intelligence that could be militarized, quantum computing, semiconductors, hypersonics, and the like. And then the final thing that we do is we require in this legislation a harmonization of all of the various disparate lists, the Pentagon list, the Commerce Entity list, and the lists at Treasury Department, so that...
I know what's going to happen. No. Words? No. You just made the list.
Point, because all of these lists, if we've got these lists, that's fine. But if these stocks are still traded on exchanges, the lists mean nothing. If
we shouldn't be financing any of this. Let's face it, the bottom line is that the Chinese Communist Party is engaged in economic and financial warfare. We have not been in the fight on this. And this Trump administration National Security Memorandum and our Fight China Act to codify it gets us in that fight and deters further Chinese aggression and achieves a financial independence for American investors in ways that protects us, our financial security, and our national security.
Yeah.
And the Grammy goes to Cowboy Carter.